Hello vlog, welcome back to the vlog. I just realized we didn't do an intro. Come here.
This is the worst angle. It's funny. We're gonna straddle behind you.
You can sit beside me. Hi, if you're new here, I'm Tash. This is Mr. Magoosh.
Where did we come up with that? Where did we come up with it?
I don't know. I have the weirdest nicknames.
Oh, so Tash, yeah, I do know. Anyway, so Tash just got a new Garmin, and we are 16 weeks out from our first ever marathon in the Sunshine Coast, which is crazy because we're both not ready for it. But
we will be ready.
We need to stay healthy. That is the key.
Yeah.
And
that is the key. Sure is.
What is your plan? What's your training plan for that?
I'm following a 16-week plan. So I'm running. So anyways, that's what we're gonna do today. Is I need to finalize my plan. I already did 2 runs this week, and I have another run today, and then another run on Sunday. It's gonna be my long run. So I just need to finalize my 16-week plan. And we're also working on building our businesses. So this vlog is just gonna be a mixture, I like to say, a smorgasbord of a bunch of different things. And I like that word because it's fun to say. A smorgasbord.
It is fun to say. We love a smorgasbord, and honestly, that's the way Tash and I train. Sometimes I think you can get sick of training when your goals don't excite you, and like that is the number one thing to make training exciting. If you're not a professional athlete, then why are you training to just burn out?
Yeah.
And that's the one thing. So when I was working yesterday, I was thinking about we're launching these our own online coaching businesses, and the most important aspect of having a coach is from getting you from point A to point B more efficient and staying healthy. So any coach online can give you a program. Any coach can give you a program that will get you likely stronger. But you want to maximize and do it in the most efficient way possible, and have a coach that will be able to give you the framework and allow it to be tailored to your schedule. And that's why you get a coach.
Okay,
that's
blah, 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 blah.
that's what we're launching right now.
That's what we're doing. You love to talk. So today,
I want to be your hands.
Okay. How do you do that again? Oh yeah.
All right.
But you need to hide your head though. Yeah. Go lower. Go lower.
Right here.
Today. Today we have a lot to do. We need to plan our podcast. We also are gonna go to a coffee shop and just do some work on our personal brands. And yeah, I just got my Garmin, so we are gonna test that out, and I'm super excited. And we have a run club later, Santa Days Run Club, and we love we love going because we get a cheap fishbowl after. So welcome to the vlog. Thanks for tuning in, and we just love to share our lives here. Real, relatable life in Australia, building our own businesses.
Yeah, thanks for tuning in, and stay tuned for all the exciting things about to come.
Okay, let's go do some work.
Won't you hang around here just like you do?
What you working on?
Our podcast, episode 23. Or is it 22?
22.
22.
Episode 22. And I got a cappuccino. I'm cooking up something in the kitchen.
Baby's cooking.
I'm cooking up something.
On program.
So, basically, I don't know if you guys can see that very well. There we go. I'm creating the branding for Calvin's new business. So I created like his logo and everything and like the vibe we're going for. So right now I'm just kind of creating the carousel he's gonna be posting on Instagram. And I just have a couple of things so far, but this is sick. I love creating shit like this. So yeah, that's what we've been doing for the past little bit. We're about to go work out. Calvin's done some programming. And we need to eat lunch, but...
And we're a team. Tash and I are a fucking team, baby.
Mm-hmm.
That's what makes us strong.
Yeah. I tried something new at the cafe today. I had a cappuccino with almond milk and hazelnut, and it was good. But I don't really usually have hazelnut. I don't know if I'll get it again, but I do like the cappuccino though, the chocolate on top.
There's something about the smell of the kitchen in the cafe that was
Yeah.
like, it was not
Not it.
it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It was not it.
That's okay. But anyways, so yeah, the plan for the rest of the day is to try to get this carousel done for Calvin, and then it will be my turn to do my own business, which I've been putting off because I love Calvin so much that I'm putting his ahead of mine.
I love you.
Yeah.
I love you, babe.
So that's what we're doing.
Tash is the best.
Yeah.
Tash, like anyone, if you own a business, you'd be lucky to have Tash as your like #1 employee. Heard it here.
Yep. Heard it here first. So yeah, we need to go work out though. You ready? Hello guys. It is a few days later since I recorded the last clip of us unboxing my Garmin. It's Monday now, so like a few days later. I kind of just forgot to vlog, but so
Did
it's
you get your hair done?
no.
Oh, you look beautiful.
Oh, thanks. I got a haircut.
You did.
Look how short it is. Imagine I had this short hair. No, I just got a new shampoo. Maybe that's why. So my hair is
It looks
actually
dark. It looks super dark.
really. Yeah, I do need to get my hair done again. But anyways, point is, it's a few days later. The whole point of this vlog was to kind of give you guys a life update, show you guys the businesses that we're building, and I kind of wanted to show you our podcast as well. So right now it's Monday night. Calvin just finished work. And this is the reality of it. It's like 6 p.m. on a Monday. I got to work out today. I did like a 45-minute zone 2 bike because we had a really big session yesterday. Calvin didn't get to work out today because he was working all day. But yeah, basically picked him up from work, came straight home, I showered, and now we're about to do the podcast. So this is what it looks like. I think I've showed it on a YouTube vlog before, but if anyone's new, Calvin and I have a podcast. It's called the Free Speed Podcast. We record everything in our bedroom with these lights, and we have a cool setup. We have our slogan here, built on intent, with our books, and yeah, super exciting. This is the reality of starting your own podcast. And today we're going to do an episode on Q&A, which is actually our first ever Q&A. So it'll be fun. So it's just going to be more relaxed, chill, not a super planned episode. I do like doing those episodes too, but it just requires a lot more planning, which we haven't been able to do this week. So yeah, that is what we're doing today. I did a lot of work this morning, basically just finishing my taxes, which took a very long time. It was just a headache. And then I did some programming work as well for my online coaching. And for the rest of the night, I think we're just gonna work on more of our business kind of plans and finalizing Calvin's Vogler performance business, and you know, just like going over the business plan, making final touches on the branding and what fonts we're going to use, and just to keep everything consistent and good with marketing and stuff. And then for my business, Built by Tash, I wanted to finally create just some like infographic kind of stuff for my Instagram and website. So that's what we have planned today. But yeah, Cal, you ready?
Yeah, we got a good episode coming.
Good episode. If you're watching this on YouTube, it's going to be episode 22 that we're recording right now, which is actually crazy that we've recorded 22 episodes of this podcast. So yeah, it's called the Free Speed Podcast, out on Spotify and on YouTube. And we post episodes every week. So yeah, keep tuned. Blah. That's how I feel right now. It's 9 p.m. Oh. Podcast episode went well. We just finished recording. But the reality of things is that it just takes way longer than you think. Way longer. And ran into some issues. No one's fault. We have roommates. They blast music sometimes. That's okay. But when that happens, you just have to press pause and just wait for it to be done. So that's what happened. And it's now 9 p.m. and we just finished recording. So yeah, how do you feel? You had a long day.
You know, it's funny because you know how people talk about introversion versus extroversion? When I'm around people, I start to get drained when it's been a long time. But when we do podcasts and it's just like talking to you, like I'm a small group type of person. I could talk a 6-hour podcast every night.
Yeah, I know you could.
It's fucked.
I
It's
couldn't.
actually fucked. Like, I could have just talked to you about 6 hours worth of questions and I'd just be like, all right, like let's keep going. It's mad.
Yeah.
It's mad. That's the one thing where it's like, okay, like I am extroverted, but I get so drained when it's just like clutters of people.
Yeah.
Whether it's less than like 3 or 4.
Yeah. So we just finished. Basically, the way that it works is we have 2 microphones. Cal, can you show them?
You're sitting on it.
Sorry, I'm sitting on them. So we have 2 microphones. These are the Samson 2QU microphones. They are pretty good quality from what we've tested out so far, and they're at an affordable price point as well. So we have 2 of those. We plug it into my MacBook Pro, and we use a software called Podcastle to record the episode. And basically, it is a software that you record into, and then it publishes to your RSS feed. So you can publish it to Spotify, Apple Podcasts, whatever other platform you want your podcast on. So that's kind of why we went with Podcastle, because it does everything for you. But then we, a few months ago, ran into an issue when it would export and post to Spotify and Apple Podcasts. The quality of the recording went down for some reason, and I was going back and forth with the customer support, and I sent them the original file and everything, and then afterwards, after we posted it, and I was like, can you guys not hear a difference? There's a huge difference. It's so muffled and not the quality we want. And they were like, I don't see anything wrong. And I was like, well, that's unfair because I pay monthly for this thing and it's decreasing the quality of everything. So I ended up finding a way around it, but it's just so complicated. I basically record into Podcastle, and then I have to export the file as an MP3, like a raw file. So from there, I actually now use Spotify for Creators. So I publish it onto Spotify for Creators from there, and then Spotify for Creators redirects the RSS feed to Spotify and Apple Podcasts. And there was just like so many learning hurdles along the way, but we figured out a system that works for us for now. Obviously, there are probably much better systems in place for podcasting, but this is what works for us. Like, we're self-taught, so this was what works for us. And I kind of just wanted to share the reality of starting your own podcast. And it's not as hard as you think, but there are a lot of hurdles. And Cal, what do you think? Like, once we started adding video, that was a whole nother thing. Like, that just...
Well, I think when you add videos,
it's just so much harder.
It's just
so much harder.
The complexity of the matching the file.
It's not even that. There are ways to automate the process to sync the audios. I just haven't figured it out yet. It's more just like when you hit record, like for example, we're using my vlogging camera. You can't record in 4K because it overheats in 10 minutes. When you record in 1080p, it will still overheat, but in like an hour. But then the battery dies after 30 minutes. So then you have to replace the battery. I don't even know what I'm saying. I'm so tired.
No, let me explain how easy it is to record the podcast, just audio. You literally press start recording and make sure that both mics are on. Once you finish your episode after, say, 30 minutes to an hour, you then trim any small part of the episode, beginning or end, or in the middle.
And you hit publish.
And then, and then you add the music at the beginning and end, and it could be done in less than a few hours.
Oh, yeah,
when you add the video, then you have to then dedicate just at least another 2 to 3 hours to then make it worth it to get it on YouTube and everything.
Yeah.
So it's a whole lot more complicated. If we were doing it full time, like getting one video episode out a day would be like solid.
A day?
Whereas, no, I'm saying like if we were doing this full time, doing one video episode a day would be, like one a week would be solid.
I was gonna say one a day.
But I just mean recording.
Yeah.
In terms of like if we were doing just audio, you could easily record like once a day, and publish it, and not like I'm not saying the quality would be there, but you could easily record an audio episode every day.
Yeah, but it's not even about that. So you record it, but then you need to listen back and make cuts if something doesn't sound good, or there's a mic muffle or this or that. And then you need to then export it, but then when you edit the video, you have all the raw footage, so then you need to match all of the clips to all the cuts, and it takes so long. And I need to figure out a faster way to do it. But yeah, that's what life is right now. Just hustling. And the funny part is that I don't even know if anyone watches the video. I don't know. I don't think anyone does. But we're doing it because I believe in this podcast. I believe in it. And I want the production of this podcast to be very good in the near future. But in order to do that, you need money. And unfortunately right now, money is not, what's the word? Fruitful.
What are you saying?
I don't even know what
You're saying that the episode what?
I'm saying money right now is not
it's not the
fruitful.
most plentiful.
Yeah, plentiful. I'm so tired. Fruitful.
No, I'm tired.
Money's not plentiful. And just to put into perspective, guys, if you are interested in renting out a podcast studio for 1 hour to record with 6K Blackmagic cameras and have 1 hour of video podcasts edited and sent to you, or no, not even edited, just sent to you, and you edit it yourself, I think it's $500 to $600 an hour.
Which is insane when you think about it. Like, unless you're getting brands sponsored you and anything, like that's insane.
Like, some people pay $600 a week on podcasting, and then you have to edit it yourself too, which is insane.
But that's where we'll go once we have guests, and that's the thing is like when we start getting guests on, we'll level up the podcast a huge amount. Yeah. However, it's like these are getting in the reps. We're getting in the reps right now, and we're still providing the same like level of advice. It's just the audience is just smaller because that's the nature of starting out fresh.
Exactly.
So
And I do enjoy doing it. Like, even if I never get paid to do this, I'll probably still do it. It's just maybe I wouldn't do the video because the video is what takes the most amount of time.
Do you remember what I told you about Joe Rogan?
What?
Joe Rogan didn't get paid to podcast for 5 years.
Yeah, that's crazy.
He started well before people were doing like brand deals and all that stuff.
Yeah.
So it's a long-term
Yeah.
play. It's the tortoise versus the hare. Most people just give up. Most people just right before that image of the pickaxe and the guy trying to mine for diamonds, and he just gives up right before he's about to hit the diamonds.
Yeah, I'm not giving up. I'm not. It's just some days are hard. For example, today we finished recording at 9 p.m.
Oh, that's a nice yawn.
And we started the process at 6. So it's just 3 hours for...
Well, we took a break for dinner, but yeah.
Yeah, but 3 hours just to record. And then however many hours it takes afterwards to actually get the podcast out. So per episode, probably 10 hours of work goes in or more. Crazy.
I think the best part about this experience though is learning how to use like podcasting stuff, and like eventually what would be so sick is if we just have a podcast studio.
That would be the goal. Like once I'm settled down and own a house and everything, like you can make so much money off of renting your equipment out to people, and it's literally just, obviously you would have to pay rent for the studio that you use, but other than that there's not much overhead costs, because like the cameras are just the cameras, and the set, I guess you could change the set for your guests and stuff, but that's what they pay for, so it's a good way to make money. And I kind of have an opportunity maybe to, oh no, my lens just fell off. That's what you get for sticking on a lens with double-sided tape.
Just hold it on.
Buy wide-angle lens. That's okay. Anyways, what was I saying?
You were saying that new opportunity.
Oh yeah, I might have an opportunity to work at a podcast studio in the Gold Coast. We'll see. I had a meeting with someone, and I kind of was just asking to help in any way, whether that's like assisting or literally anything, because I just want to learn from a more high-level production team. So we'll see if that happens. I'm manifesting it, but that would be a cool opportunity just to learn more about the industry. So anyways, I'll stop rambling. But yeah, starting your own business is hard. It's so hard, to the point where
Where do we go? Where do we go from here? Where do we go?